kids who sung on Kids Bop. How was that experience and did you ever put that on a resume? Your parents take you to a business park you've driven by on the highway a million times and you walk into this building that looks crappy from the outside, but it's awesome on the inside. Then you go into a vocal booth with 2 or 3 other kids and put on headphones. They play the song for you with a scratch vocal so you get the melody of the song and then you try it. You sing it over and over until they're happy, usually going line by line. After 4 hours you're done. You get some money for it that your parents quickly take and put it in savings, which you later learn doesn't exist, and they get you ice cream. My ex-boyfriend was a popular child model and made about $17,000 plus in USD. He was the main model for a Sears catalog ad, was in an episode of Lost, did commercials, etc. And like you, his mother took all of it and used it on plastic surgery and he never saw a dime of it. I'm super late to this, but I was in the first commercial when I was 8 or 9. The producers randomly came to our summer camp and sent home waivers asking if we would want to be in it, but offered no compensation outside of a copy of the CD in the commercial, which arrived many months later. I remember hearing the lead producer saying it's so corny, it's perfect. By the time the commercial came out, I was in 5th grade. One day, one of the class bullies came in soon after and goes, "Hey Ridson, are you on the Kids Bop commercial?" I was so excited someone noticed, as by that point I'd forgotten about it. What followed ended up being years and years of having people call me Kids Bop Kid, being the awkward kid I was. This wasn't a compliment and I hated every moment of it. I am nowhere near being on TV and have no interest. Middle schoolers are the worst. Can confirm, middle schoolers are the worst. Source: I, too, was once a middle schooler. This one girl from my high school won their like talent search internet series they did years ago. I knew her in middle school and she was a super nice and normal girl, but she submitted herself to the competition and ended up winning it when we were in our freshman year. They had this celebrity do no one knew come to an assembly and announce that she won. She left the school after that and maintained a steady level of fame ever since. She was on that MTV Scream TV show, and last night I saw a poster in the bathroom of a local venue advertising a show she's gonna be doing. Pretty cool that she's managed to hang on to it all this long. I just went down the rabbit hole about your schoolmate, Kiana Brown, and now she apparently has a top 10 Billboard R&B song. I find it super interesting to see the journey and combination of timing, luck, talent. Thanks for sharing. My friend's brother was a runner-up for this one Kids Bop competition. In the end, they didn't choose him and he led a very happy life despite it. His singing was less than average, yet he still made it to the finals stage. I think they just care about the image. Edit. Just noticed my error and have been laughing at it for 15 minutes. There was this girl in my school who was a part of Kids Bop, and boy, was she a bee. She was a school bully and she thought she was a literal pop star. She's a cashier at Walmart now. I would go through her line and sing whatever song she sang on the album and ask what she's been up to. My cousin auditioned and failed miserably. Sorry, that doesn't help, but she still brings that crap up every Thanksgiving. I used to lie on my Tinder profile and say I was a celebrity. When I got matched up and they asked how I was a celebrity, I'd make them guess where they know me from and then I'd reveal I was in Kids Bop. I got unmatched a lot. I said, "Hey kids, it's time for Barney Says" for an episode of Barney when I was 4 and do the same thing today. I remember thinking that it was something that a lot of kids did. Younger me was really surprised to find out that most kids my age never took an audition. I thought it was something like going to the dentist or the doctors. I was my first job and when I auditioned I only did it cause I thought it would be cool and didn't know you got paid to do it. I have put it on my resume but only sarcastically, and it actually made me lose a job cause the employer thought I was lying even when I showed him proof. Man, that makes me want to punch that employer in the face for you. I've had people refuse to believe stupid facts about me before and it's like dealing with some butthole redditor spamming. That happened in real life. It can be infuriating. I performed for Kids Bop at an amusement park when I was like 8. Didn't really seem like something that was super hard to get on. I always thought all those kids were thrown in a giant refining facility and merged to create one teenage pop star at a ratio of 500 bops to 1 pop. That, or one they duke it out in a Hunger Games type of arena we don't hear about. It's where the slime came from for Double Dare 2000. My cousin was a Kids Bop kid. It's how she got her start in the talent industry. She is now a model, reality TV star, and professional musician. It would be less embarrassing to put that on your resume than to be one of those people who has their SAT scores on their LinkedIn. Source: I was one of the latter category for far too long. I have genuinely never seen that. Very interesting. And I'm even connected with lots of young people on LinkedIn, just graduated college. Side note, if it's not that, it's something else. It is alarming how unprepared at skills like emailing and resume building many college students, and not just freshmen, are. The experience, well, I was bullied my whole high school career about it, but the only purpose it had on a resume was if you were going to be a backup singer dancer. Hey, for what it's worth, I got bullied through high school, but I didn't get anything to put on my resume. I went to high school with a kid who was into Kids Bop CDs and like 6 commercials for the Cuties tangerines. He then got nightmarish acne and never did them again and went to college for music production. Checking Facebook, he spent the past 2 years smoking weed and going to concerts. So he turned out okay, after all. My boyfriend did 2 live concerts with Kids Bop. He's in IT now, so it didn't make it onto his resume lol, but it's a cool thing to share at parties. Edit. Thanks for all the love, guys. I am reveling in every moment of my 15 minutes of Reddit fame. Not Kids Bop, but I was on a kids TV show on PBS in 1997. It's so bad. I didn't actually watch it until college when one of my friends googled me and dug it up. I was horrified to see it's just as cringy as I predicted. I live in fear of anyone else ever finding out. I was in 5th grade when Thrift Shop came out and it was the biggest song in the world. My friends and I sang it at the playground but said stuff like "this is really awesome" and walk up in the club like "what up, I'm a big jock" so we wouldn't get in trouble. I didn't even know it was the Kids Bop version until some 20-year-old overheard me singing it at a dinner party and started laughing out loud. I also remember once watching a commercial for one of those albums, like 37 or something like that, and my babysitter telling me that all the kids featured in it are famous. I flat out believed that until I was 12. What's amazing to me is that you were 10 when Thrift Shop came out. Jesus, I'm ancient. Not at all related, but when I was 13 I sent them a fan letter asking them to stop making CDs because my couple would always play them for her kids. I didn't, but my older brother was offered an audition. He was about 8 or 9 years old. He didn't want to do it because even at our really young ages we knew that it was terrible from the commercials. After he got the offer to audition in the mail and told my mom no, my mom proceeded to buy us Kids Bop 7. And boy did 7-year-old me hate listening to that in the car for an entire summer. However, I'm sure my parents preferred playing Kids Bop over Crazy Frog in the car any day of the week. On a related note, I'd really like to know how the songs are selected to cover. Also, is there some place we could suggest songs? My personal requests are as follows. Kanye West, Father Stretch My Hands. Kanye West, Bound 2. Notorious Big 10 Crack Commandments. Tupac, Hit 'Em Up. Tyler the Creator, Who Dat Boy. 3-6 Mafia, Slob on My Knob. Wu-Tang Clan CREAM. Lunas, I Got 5 on It. Upvote for Slob on My Knob. Obligatory, not me, but my roommate in college was a Kids Bop kid. She said it was pretty normal, but she did keep it on her resume since she did a lot of theater and musical work while she was in high school and college. She hid it from me for a while because she said that kids made fun of her in high school for doing it. My friend won a contest to sing on Kids Bop by getting her whole school to vote for her. She was offered a few solos, but didn't want to sing alone. She played Single Ladies for us, and during the chorus we were like, yep, that's her. She doesn't put it on resumes at all. It's just a fun conversation starter. Worked for KB for 3 years. Never actually met any of the performers, but I was in a music video cause they didn't want to pay actual actors. Till Kids Bop isn't just cheap crap churned out for YouTube that my kids watch. It's also cheap crap churned out as albums and live tours. I was not a Kids Bop singer, but I was a very popular 80s teen mall singer in the 90s. I traveled all over Canada touring and had a handful of chart toppers. I also acted in a hit children's show with my best friend and Alan Thicke. I never put it on my resume, but my friends in America found out anyway and teased me mercilessly. I always thought that Kids Bop were those kids that couldn't sing, so Illuminati just threw them in a pile and had them sing already famous songs. Something fishy about Kids Bop. What? If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.